it's him. Okay, let me just come on. This is Officer Goodman. Is this Christopher? Hung up on me again. Hello, Christopher? Christopher. Yeah. It's Officer Good. Yeah. Just going to keep it recording so in case he calls back and I get him. Hello, Christopher. This is Officer Goodman, Frederick Police Department. Are you there? Hello? That's the number you called and it went right through last time you had contact with him? 910-309-1702. That's what's coming in. They don't have a house phone? That's a different number now. This is Officer Goodman, Frederick Police Department.
Hey, this is Chris Moss. I was trying to call you back from my personal phone. Kept saying call failed, so I just used my work phone.
Oh, this is your work phone? Okay. So, we're just trying to get some of your wife and kids' information entered in to put some alerts out there. And I just need to get some information about the kids. Do you know how, on Bella, do you know her height, weight, hair color, and eyes?
So, height would be 42 inches.
Okay.
Weight would be 40 pounds.
Okay.
Hair color would be brown.
All right.
Eye color would be brown as well.
Okay, does she have any scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay, and then on Celeste, same thing.
So she is 37 inches tall.
Okay.
She is 37 pounds.
Okay.
Blonde hair.
Eyes.
Hazel eyes.
Hazel. Okay, and again, no scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay. Okay, we're just going to get that information out, and we're just going to keep... Oh, does Shanann have any scars, marks, or tattoos?
She has the scar on her forehead only pops out every once in a while. It's from that car wreck she had a long, long time ago, but no tattoos.
Okay. Is it really a visible scar or no?
No, it's just like only when only if she's like really heated.
Okay.
She's like outside running around a lot.
Okay. So it's like when there's a lot of sun?
Yeah.
Okay. And where is that on her forehead? Left,
Yeah, it's
middle?
like right in the middle forehead, like right, like kind of like it runs like right in the middle, like just above the bridge of the nose, and it runs down, just like where the glass stuff went into her forehead from that car accident.
Now when you say goes
But
down towards
yeah,
her
like
mouth?
it goes up and down instead of side to side.
Okay.
Like you have to really look for it, but like it's there. Like if she's like outside running around, it just kind of comes through.
Okay. So since the other officers have talked to you, has anything else come to mind that you can think of to help us try to figure out what's going on, where she is?
Nothing's come across. Just a bunch of text messages from a lot of friends just reaching out to me, just seeing like if they could help or whatnot, but nothing new.
Okay. Can't think of any other names or anything that come to mind that we could call?
No new names right now. Everybody else, it's just been like consistently the same people just reaching out to me.
Okay.
A lot of phone calls from North Carolina, but people I haven't heard from in a long time.
Okay. Okay, yeah, well, if you hear something, obviously let us know as soon as you can, and if you can think of anything, if anything, you think of that might help us locate her, just let us know, okay?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so the reason I find this interview kind of weird is you notice he talks about that little scar that she supposedly, I guess, has on her forehead. But what about that big scar she has on her neck? Like you could see it in these pictures. That's why I have these pictures to show you. I mean, you see the scar right on her neck. Why doesn't he mention that? I think he's afraid because, he strangled her, so he's actually afraid to like bring attention to her neck. You know what I'm saying? I know they don't know where she's at this moment. They haven't found her yet. But like I feel like he's maybe a little bit scared because once he starts, you know, talking about a scar on her neck, like I feel like he might be afraid that they're gonna somehow catch on to. You know what I'm saying? Like if he actually says it and starts talking about her neck, that somehow he's going to give it away that, what happened. Just like when they ask him, I know I brought this up on one of my lives before, but um, just like when they ask him, what are different ways that you could get rid of somebody? He never says strangle. He says all these other things, and does Coder, they might actually bring it up, but he never uses that as one of the examples because I think it's again the same thing he's doing there where he doesn't want to say what he actually did because he's probably afraid that he's going to give it away, or like they're going to be able to tell when he says that you know what I'm saying, that he's lying, or like that he's guilty of it. I don't know how to explain it really, what exactly I'm thinking why. But like for instance, I mean, think about yourself. If you did something that you're afraid you're going to get in trouble for, and you don't want to actually talk about that specific thing, you would want to bring up every other thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of an example like what's a good example? Hopefully you guys see what I'm talking about though, because I don't know, I can't think of an example right now. I don't know. I even stopped it to try to think of a good example, but I can't think of a good example of what I'm saying. But just think about, you want to lead. If you're trying to hide something, you're going to try to steer them as far away as the truth that you're hiding from, as far away as that as possible. So the minute he starts talking about the neck and bringing attention to the neck because of the scar on the neck, then I mean, he doesn't want it to. He doesn't want it to to bring attention to that, what he did, so that for them to even start thinking about her neck, I know, I don't know if it sounds weird, hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying, because just think of like maybe a time, that's where I'm struggling, because I'm trying to think of like an example, like if I ever, of course, when you're younger, or like just something a little white lie or something where I don't know, I can't even think of an example like I'm trying to think of like a personal example, but I can't. And then I was trying to think of an example of someone else, what they would do, but hopefully you guys could see where I'm going with that. But so yeah, I think he was trying to steer him away from the whole neck and the whole oh, how would you get rid of somebody? Oh, you know I don't want to say what I actually did. I steer him away from that kind of, because I'm trying to hide this, so you have all these other ideas, but the actual what it was, what you're trying to hide, So yeah, the whole neck thing, it's just weird that he didn't talk about the scar on her neck, All he talked about was that little scar on her forehead, which isn't even as noticeable as on her neck, So the neck one is so noticeable. Like, look, I mean, that's why I have these pictures. I mean, there's way more pictures, but I just grabbed a few of them just to show you real quick. Uh, there's so many pictures you can see that on her neck. So the fact that he gave that other scar, which is barely noticeable compared to the neck scar, I feel like it's because yeah, he was trying to not bring attention to the whole neck, just like when they said, "Oh, what's the ways to get rid of somebody?" He didn't say, he didn't want to say strangle, because he's trying to, hide it and lie, and even I don't know, subconsciously, even probably it's just like, man, if I start, you think that they're gonna know, or when you're trying to like not talk about it, not let anybody even think that route, because you're trying to hide that, you're trying to like lie about that, so you don't even want anybody to think, to start thinking about her neck or think about that's a way that it could have happened, so, and I'm not saying that they would know, like just because he talked about her scar on her neck, that, oh, the detectives would be like, oh, yeah, I mean, it would actually make them think that. But I'm saying like the person that's feeling guilty about it, knowing, what had happened, might think that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that it will make the other person know, like, oh, well, yep, that must have been what happened. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just, the guilty person, like Chris would think, might be paranoid that they might know. Not that they really would, but that they might start thinking if he somehow, talked about her neck, or, mentioned that way of taking somebody out, that they might start, to somehow find out. Because, when you're guilty and you're kind of paranoid and worry, like, oh, like remember how his friends were even saying like he was just, oh my God, they're all gonna think this of me, and they're all already thinking this. So he already, he was thinking that, like paranoid. Oh my God, what would they think? So with him being guilty, number one, and paranoid about that, he might just think, that they would know if, oh God, if I talk about her scar on her neck, they might be able to tell, they might find out, or I might give it away, but I'm not saying like that the detectives would, that would be a dead giveaway for them. No, I'm just saying that, for he would think that. So anyway, all right, hopefully that made a little bit of sense, but all right, guys, so you guys have a good day, everybody. Have a great day, and talk to you next time. Bye bye.